Welcome to Lesson 1, the MS Project User Interface. Part 1 will cover the Backstage View. Hi, I'm Ray Fraunhofer, an adjunct faculty member at San Diego Continuing Education. I'm going to be your guide for the instructional videos. Your classroom instructor will be your primary point of contact for questions. Please reach out to them if you require assistance. Their contact information should have been provided during the first in-class lecture. Each group of videos comprising a lesson is roughly equivalent to an hour of instruction. The benefit of having these videos is that you will be able to learn MS Project 2013 in your home or office, be able to repeat segments of the material which you did not understand, and see both screenshots and recorded navigation of the major features and functions. As a reminder, the operation of MS Project is very similar to that of other scheduling tools, so you should find software like Smartsheet, Primavera, and Fast Track easy to understand, and will just need to learn the new user interface. So with that, let's get started. This is part 1 of Lesson 1. You will need to watch the videos for this lesson and 2 others before your next classroom lecture. Each video will guide your learning with both screenshots and recorded navigation. You may watch each video as often as you want. However, when you are comfortable, be sure to try the software without the video. Be sure to watch all the videos in order and follow the instructions carefully. Assignments are embedded in the videos, and you will need to complete these before taking the quizzes. Quizzes are designed to both test your understanding and make sure your assignments are correct. In this lesson, we're going to take a guided tour of the MS Project 2013 user interface. MS Project is a complex tool, so reviewing the user interface and learning where key features and functions are located will help you gain some basic knowledge before we tackle planning projects. I'm going to break this guided tour up into 3 parts. First, I'll take a look at the Backstage View, a view Microsoft added to most of their products in the 2010 versions. Then I'll take a look at the Fluent User Interface, otherwise known as the ribbon. I'll wrap up by taking a look at some common views you will use while working with Project. When we start MS Project 2013, it usually opens to the Task tab first. The Backstage View is accessible by the File tab, which should be familiar from other MS applications. At a minimum, you will use this view when you start a new project or finish a plan and want to format and distribute it. This is the primary location for opening and saving files and exporting information for other applications. You will be able to open recently edited files, a blank project, or templates which will be useful for creating some specific types of plans. Options will be set in the Backstage View also. For many options, it's essential to have them set up correctly before you begin forming a project plan. So we will be back here in the next lesson to see how things may be properly set up before we enter any tasks or resources. The Backstage View is where you can also get help. Clicking on Help will display the options available to you based on your installed version. Other commands, such as Print, will allow you to see and work with your project information in a variety of ways. If you are using the recommended Professional Edition, you will likely see options and controls which allow you to share project plans with SharePoint or MS Project Server when you use the Info command. Info also gives you access to the Organizer, which can be used to move certain types of data between project files. Now, we will not be using these options in this course, but you should be aware of their existence. However, our focus will be on working as an individual project manager. We will visit Info briefly in the next video lesson to set up some additional project information. Notice how the Backstage View is constructed. The other tabs of the ribbon will be available across the top as usual, so you can jump to other points in the application. The commands specific to the Backstage View are in a column on the left-hand side. The area next to the left-hand navigation bar typically contains subcommands and options. The far right portion of the screen will give you a preview of what you are looking at. Okay, so here I am. I'm in MS Project 2013. I don't have any file open. I am on the Task tab. I could either start typing here and entering a project plan after I've set up the proper options, of course, or I can come over here to the Backstage View, click on File, and you'll notice that it comes to open right away, and I can either open recent projects or I can start to browse the computer and other devices. So let's just look on the computer, and it happens that I've downloaded some of my capstone students projects. I'm going to just choose one of them, and I'm going to click open, and project opens the plan. Now I can begin to edit it. And let's suppose I don't want to overwrite the student's plan. I can do File, Save As, and let's put this on my computer, on my desktop, and to make sure I don't overwrite anything, I'm just going to stick my initials on it, and I'm going to click Save. And so now there's a copy of this project saved. Now I can come over here and I can close this one if I wanted to. And I can come back and let's this time open a recent project. Here's one that I did a long time ago. You'll notice the start and finish dates are in 2001. This was done with a much earlier version of project, but it still works perfectly in Project 2013. And I can scroll down and I can see my plan here. Now let's suppose I wanted to print this plan. I can come to File, which is the Backstage View again, choose Print, and it will just take a second. I do not have a printer on this computer. You notice it's 34 pages. I'm just going to create a PDF, which is a perfectly good option. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say I don't want to print all 34 pages. I just want to print the first page. And I click the print button. And the cute PDF writer will generate a PDF now of my file, and I can save that in my documents, and I can take that to another computer or print or email it to someone. So as you can see, the Backstage View is rather useful. We've looked at Open. We've looked at Save and Save As. We've looked at Print. And one last thing is if I wanted to create an entirely new project, I can click on New. And now I can either choose a blank project, I can choose another existing project as a basis, or I can pick any of their existing templates. So let's just pick a blank project, and here I am, I'm ready to work again. So thanks for watching this video, and that completes this lesson. Lesson 1 consists of 3 parts. You just completed part 1 of 3. Please proceed to watch part 2.